Morning, Minister. Thank you for being with us this morning. I'm interested in exploring some of the possibilities we have for action around the use of hotels. We know that hotels have been increasingly used not as the temporary or short-term accommodation that was originally intended, but really they've become institutionalised accommodation across the piece, and we see this not only in Glasgow but in other parts of Scotland like Falkirk, Aberdeen, for instance. Firstly, what do you think are the priorities for ensuring that we actually move people out of hotels as quickly as possible? Because we know that those aren't the best places for them to be. They don't necessarily, asylum seekers don't necessarily have the mental health and other healthcare support that they should. It also ghettoises, it makes them targets, it identifies them very clearly as that community of asylum seekers living in that one place. So what are the Scottish Government's priorities for ensuring that the institutionalised use of hotel accommodation shifts?
Well, I would say, first of all, I've been really interested in the evidence that the committee has gathered around hotels, but keeping in mind that the placement of asylum seekers in hotels or other temporary accommodation is a decision that's wholly reserved to the UK. I think it's really important, again, to go back to my answer to the convener to the previous question. Asylum seekers not having a right to work, not having recourse to public funds, makes the placement of being in a hotel very different to how it would be for other cohorts. So we're clear that there is time to use hotels. There are appropriate circumstances. We don't see asylum seekers waiting for a decision on their immigration status as being an appropriate situation. And I completely agree around the use of the word temporary. If we are providing people with temporary accommodation, it needs to be clear that it is temporary, and with the waiting lengths for decisions around immigration status being what they are and the uncertainty that asylum seekers are facing, I don't think it's fair to use that word when placing asylum seekers in hotels in Scotland.